What's good, gang? It's your boy Dinero back with another video. So right now we gonna be doing a low taper. In this video we gonna sponge the top, add enhancements, and we gonna get straight busy. Let's go. So right now, as you can see, I already started my first guideline in the back. I forgot a step, so I'm just going through. I'm picking out the hair real quick, just making sure I get everything picked out. So when I'm going in for this taper, everything is nice and even. I can fade into this fro and, have it icy. So the first thing we'll go in, I'm gonna clean up this bolt. So I'm gonna go in with my 1.5 guard. I'm basically using my magic clips right now, my wall magic clips. Just going in, clearing up some of that bolt, just so when it's time for me to go ahead and start doing my transitions, everything is nice and even, and I could just flow with the taper. Always make sure you got at least something in your hand, whether it's a comb or a brush, just so you can brush through or comb through after each time you go in and you start cutting. Just make sure you have something in your hand. As you can see, clear up the bulk. I take off that guard. Now I'm going in with my lever all the way open. I'm just going about 1/2 inch, just so I can just get my taper, going. When you're doing a taper, it's really all about the wrist. It's all about your wrist movement and how you flick it. So you don't never want to dig into your tapers. You really just want to flick, you know what I'm saying? So you get that good transition and that good blend, so you can have that blurry fade or that blurry taper or whatever you're looking for, your desire. As you can see, now I'm just flicking out. I'm just basically just going into that taper, flicking out. I'm not digging in. I'm not doing any digging within this taper, within this back taper right here. I'm pretty much just going in. I'm just flicking basically at that line. I don't want to go no higher than what I'm expecting to go. So I just stay right here at that line, and I just flick at that line until I can be able to get it to blend. The thing about haircutting, you just got to be patient. You gotta have patience, you know what I'm saying, in order to fulfill your fade or fulfill your taper or whatever you basically try to do, you know what I mean? So just take your time. You know, the fade is gonna come, the taper is gonna come, and just go through your steps, go through your guidelines. Make sure you set your proper guidelines, you know, and just make sure you just stay on the float of what you're doing and remembering your steps when you are doing your tapers. Right now I got my 1.5 back on, and I'm just basically just cleaning. I basically faded that with no guard. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. So mainly the only guard I really used in this was the 1.5. You don't necessarily have to use a guard every time, you know what I mean? So if you know how to fade, you don't necessarily need a guard. I just used the 1.5 on this one just to clear up my bulk, just so I'm not so bulk heavy where it just looking crazy. It's just not blended, you know what I mean? So as you can see, it's pretty much already done. I really didn't have to do too much. Now I'll go to the side. Basically, as you can see, I'm just clearing up the bulk again with my 1.5 guard, using my magic clips. Just going with the grain, just clearing it up with my lever all the way open. And then I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna set my guideline. I'm gonna set my first guideline with my babeless trimmers. I'm gonna set that as low as possible, right at the crease of the ear. That's my standpoint for when I set my low tapers. Clean up everything else, and then I go in with my lever open. As you can see, I took off my 1.5 guard like I mentioned, going in with my lever all the way open, and I'm basically just going up about 1 inch. Nothing too crazy because I want this taper to be low. I don't want this taper to go up any higher. He is getting the C cups, so I definitely want them C cups to be strong, dark. You know, I want everything to just blend in perfectly. And when you're working in smaller areas, it's always good to use the corners of your blades, the corners of your clippers, etc., because you never want to really go in with the whole face, because you can potentially, you know, set another guideline that you wasn't trying to set, or potentially mess up your low taper. So always good to use your corners and just basically angle your clippers to the points that you're trying to cut, just so it can make it easier for yourself when you're fading. As you can see, it's just a wrist movement, flicking out, going into the fro, not digging in too much, just flicking out, making sure I get everything nice and even, combing through everything, going with the grain as well, just so I can make sure everything is laid down, and then going right back into my flick of the wrist motion to make sure I get everything even. So now for right here, I went in, I put on my 0.5 guard, and basically I'm just flicking at that bottom line just to get that a better blend, just so I can get, you know, better transition with my taper blend right here. So right here I have my 0.5 guard on, and it's fully open, my lever about halfway in between. I just work in between that right there. Same thing going with the grain as well. Not digging too high, just standing within my guideline, just so I'm not making myself another guideline. I take off that 0.5 guard, do the exact same thing again, and this is pretty much, I'm just raking right now. That's the term. I'm just raking at the taper. As you can see, I'm not going too high. I'm not doing anything different. I'm pretty much just staying in my area, staying in my low taper area, making sure I get this perfect low taper in. I go in with my Babeless FX3s, just so I can get a better transition with this side taper right here. I have my 1 guard on right now, and I'm basically just doing the same thing, flicking. Like I mentioned earlier, it's basically wrist movement when you're cutting, when you're tapering, when you're fading, anything. It's basically your wrist movement, you know what I mean? So now I got my FX3s, and I'm basically just doing the exact same thing that I did with my magic clips. And as you can see, the taper is just coming together. As you start to fade, as you start to get everything in order, you'll start seeing the transition between the fades. And then I go back in with my walls, go in with my 1.5 and basically just flick out what I did pretty much with my FX3s. Y'all know how I get when I get these low tapers. Y'all follow me on Instagram. Y'all see my C cups. Y'all see my low tapes. Y'all see how crucial this get. So right now I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna ice this side out. Spray my holding spray on there. Comb everything down so everything is laid down perfectly. I was low key in the way a little bit, but hey, we still got the video in. Now I'm going in with my Babeless trimmers. I'm basically just going ahead and start this side, get this side lined up a little bit. Then I'm gonna go to the other side and I'm gonna start the taper on that side as well. Honestly, when I'm cutting, I just do different ways every time. I probably taper the whole head and then line up, or I taper one side, then line up that one side, then do the other side. It's just our preference. I just switch it. I switch up my ways probably every cut. Sometimes I do the same way, sometimes I don't. It just all depends, honestly. For the video purposes, I did just go ahead and line up this side just so we can go ahead and get that crispy line in there. Clean up the neck. Always make sure you clean up the neck. Clean up the neck. Don't leave no hair, extra hair on your client's neck. Just make sure you just, you know, get your client in order just so they ain't got no worries or nothing. Now we go to the other side. As you can see, I already set my bar line in. Now I'm basically just doing the exact same step. I'm going in my 1.5 once again, and I'm basically just flicking out, clearing out that bulk. Once you do one step, guys, you do the step every single time. So in order to understand your steps, go through every step properly. Once you go through every step properly, trust me, you're gonna know how to fade. You're gonna know how to do a taper. It's going to come to you like second nature, you know what I mean? So just go through the steps. One side matches the other side. Remember in your head, your guidelines, how far you went up on each, how much of the bulk you cleared out, and just understand your purpose, you know what I'm saying? Understand what you're doing, understand that you're a barber, you're an artist, and just remember your steps. Remember your steps, guys. I promise you, you're gonna ice every cut, you know what I mean? So just pay attention and just go with the flow. Just flick. You don't gotta overly rush, you don't gotta overly cut. Just let it come to you, you know what I mean? So as you can see here, I'm basically just doing the exact same steps. I took off my 1.5 now. I'm basically going up about an inch, half inch on this other side. Making sure I get my little taper in there, closing it, working at that bottom line, making sure I get that bottom line with my trimmers guideline set, blending that all the way out. My magic clips, I love using those because they're 0 gap. So when I do use my trimmers, I can get that bottom line out pretty easily, you know what I mean? So that's one major thing as well. When you're using your trimmers, the trimmers will set a tough guideline to get out. So you can use your clippers to ball, just go all the way to the 0 and just use your clippers. Or if you know how to fade it out, you can use your trimmers as well. That's preference as well. But just understand you gotta be able to clear out that guideline from your trimmers, right? So I always make sure that part. Don't set that guideline in too tough where you can't trim out that bottom line, you know what I mean? So fade out that bottom line, I should say, I'm sorry. And basically I'm already done with this side of the taper, you know? If you're just watching the steps, it's basically the same steps. I go in with my holding spray now, and now we finna go ahead and ice out this haircut. Get this foundation in. As you can see, I'm just tapping at that line. My trimmers are zero depth as well. So I'm pretty much just tapping at everything, y'all. So cleaning up that neck. You can see that back taper. That's a blurry taper right there. So you can see. All you gotta do is just follow the steps, and trust me, you go have it in the bag. Making sure you fold that ear over. Use that corner of that blade. The behind the ear is the most important part of the cut. Make sure you fold that ear down. Make sure you get, use that corner of that blade. Get that corner sharp. Get that, so you can ice this haircut out. Don't just go in just flat blade all the time. Use them corners around the ears so you can get that perfect curve in there. So I go in the back, pretty much clean up the hair. Like I mentioned to y'all, always make sure y'all clean up the hair on y'all clients. Make sure nothing is left behind. We chopping everything. Us as barbers, we chopping everything, So make sure you could clean up all that hair. Go to the other side. As you can see, that fade in the back is coming crazy. Now I go to the front, comb down everything. Make sure everything is nice and intact. And I go in with my first line. Like I mentioned in my last video, if y'all haven't watched my last video, go check that video out as well. It's a bald fade. I always go in without enhancements first. I never add enhancements before I give my client a regular haircut first. Give my client a regular haircut first, then I add enhancements. That's what enhancements are for. Enhancements are just for to enhance the cut. Enhancements is not to make up for your lineup. You know what I'm saying? So nowadays we get it confused. Sometimes people just go straight in with enhancements and don't even give a lineup. So now when a few days later your enhancements are leaving, your lineup look crazy, etc., etc. No, we don't do that over here with Dinero Fade. We go come in, we go get you a nice crispy haircut, then we go enhance your haircut. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole model. That's how we do it. That's how it should be done. You feel me? So as you can see, it's icy natural. You can see the C cut, you can see the vertical bars, you can see all that. You know what I'm saying? So this is a full cut video, and then we go and enhance it. Because as my client requested, he want enhancements, and we go add the pencil as well. And you go see as we keep going with this video. As y'all can see, this is a natural lineup right here. And you can see it, not bad at all. It's just preference for enhancements. Not bad at all, y'all. So always remember, give your client a full haircut first. Before you add any enhancements, give your client a full haircut first. Don't be that guy that just use enhancements and think enhancements will take you around the world, you know what I mean? Don't do that. Now I'm going in with my enhancements. Pretty much I use fibers like I mentioned on my previous videos as well. I just like the way it gives. I like the look it gives. As y'all can see now it's coming together, you know what I'm saying? Now we add a little enhance to it, and as you can see, it's starting to pop. That taper is starting to pop. Like I mentioned earlier in this video, I want my C cups to be dark just so I can have my taper popping. As you can see right there, the taper is popping, and we only getting started, y'all. This is only the beginning right here. We're not even close to being finished. So before I go in with my holding spray, I go back over this line just so I can make sure that the enhancements that I just applied are nice and crispy. Do you hear me? Making sure everything is nice and crispy before I add my holding spray. Because once I add my holding spray, boom, everything go come together. You know what I'm saying? So once I add my fibers, I go in with my trimmers. I go over everything, get everything off the forehead, get everything nice and crispy. And just look at that already. Look at that angle. This is insane. And just take your time. Haircutting is never a rush. Never. You could be the client that take an hour. You could be the client that take 30 minutes. You could be the client that take 20 minutes. But always remember, make sure you go through your steps properly. Make sure you fade in properly. Making sure you doing everything properly. You know what I'm saying? Don't matter how fast or how slow you go. Just make sure you're doing every step properly. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure you're doing everything correct. Me personally, I'm not a barber that goes super fast. I can go super fast, but I also love to take my time just so I can fulfill what my clients come to me for, and that's to get beamed up. So I definitely take my time. If you ever been to me, you know what's up. Now I'm going in with the pencil, getting everything enhanced, going straight across, taking my time, not rushing anything. This process is not to be rushed. Take your time when you're doing your lineups. Take your time when you're doing your lineups. This is not to be rushed right here. Now I go on my trimmers and I basically just blend in that pencil. I know some people like to have crazy amount of pencil on their heads. Me personally, as a barber, if you come to me, I really just blend that in. You know what I'm saying? I don't really leave crazy amount of pencil on people's heads. I just use the pencil basically just to give that crispy look to it, you know, before I use my razor. Just to make it pop out a little bit. And then, as you can see, I'm not doing too much. I'm basically just nicking at that line, just going back and forth, making sure I can get a good blend with that pencil in. Taking my time, line up. Most important part. And for some reason, I always do my C cuts first before I finish the whole blend at the top. So I go to my other side of my C cut and I just go ahead and blend that in as well. And then I'm gonna go back to the top and I'm gonna blend everything else in, as you will see. Y'all can see, like, the C cups are crazy, man. The taper is crazy, man. And all y'all gotta do is just follow those simple steps. Trust and believe, follow those simple steps, and you will have the hair cutting bag for sure. For sure. all I'm doing is going in and I'm blending that pencil in. You can see the difference when you blend that pencil in. You can see the difference in that lineup. It just make it pop even better. You know, like that's the excitement that I get right there. Like when I finishing up this lineup and I sit back and I look and I see that, what, man, come on. Y'all can't tell me this ain't fire right now. Matter of fact, comment down below 1 through 10 what y'all think. If y'all still watching this video, comment down below 1 through 10 what y'all think so far. Out of everything we done did, the taper, the lineup, the enhancements, the pencil, etc., comment down below what y'all think so far. How we coming, chat? Let me know. Now I'm going in with the pencil, and y'all know when. Now I'm going in with my razor, and y'all know how I get with the razor. So this right here is self-explanatory. I'm finna go crazy. It's finna come out super crispy. C-cut's finna be blamming. Wipe off everything that I razor with, you know. And look, this is only the first layer, y'all. This is only the first layer. C-cup going silly. Taper going silly. Everything is just coming together. And as y'all can see, the pencil that I use, you can hardly see the pencil. But the lining is popping though, you know? And that's how I use my pencil. And look, same thing on this side. Everything is crispy. Remember your steps. Remember in your head, you're an artist. We as barbers are artists. This is a talent. This is good work, you know? So remember, same side. Remember your steps. Remember your steps will get you a long way with this haircut and stuff, man. And I'm stretching the skin out using a razor, making sure I get a good stretch, just so I'm not cutting my client, nicking my client, or any aspect of that. And truthfully, y'all, I had somebody ask me, like, how did I learn how to use the razor? When I was in barber school, truthfully, like, we filled up balloons. Like, we had a bunch of balloons and we filled them up with waters and used shaving cream. Teacher always said if you bust that balloon, you basically cut your client. So that's basically how gentle you gotta be when you doing a client. You know what I'm saying? Because any little tweak or anything on the client head, you can cut the client because you're working with a razor blade. So always keep that in your mind. If you are trying to learn how to use a razor, go get you a pack of balloons, fill them up with water, get you some shaving cream and get you a razor pack and go to work. As you can see, we wrapping this up right now. I'm wiping my client's forehead down, making sure he cleaned up, making sure ain't nothing else left on his forehead. He able to pop out right after this if he want to, make a few errands, go to Target, you know, do guys things when they get their hair cut. So that's as barbers, that's what we here for. That's what we do for our clients. Make sure our clients is together. Make sure our clients is able to pop out right after this. And just look at that, y'all. Look at that taper. This is insane. Oh, and right now I'm using this new oil, drippy blue oil. I'm using that. It helps stimulate the growth. If y'all want more information, follow me on Instagram. I do have postings about it. It will be dropping very, very, very soon. So make sure y'all come check out that new oil that will be coming out. I do have a few bottles on me. If you guys come to me on a daily basis and you want a bottle, help stimulate the hair growth. And it's a lovely oil. So make sure y'all come tap in with that. It will be on the market very, very soon. As y'all can see, I went in with my sponge, blow dryer, and it's icy. He already know it's icy. He already know it's crazy. This is how we come. We come hard. We don't come nothing less. You know, give him the mirror, let him check it out, You ain't gotta do too much. Y'all know what it is. It's DINEROFADEZ. Follow me on Instagram, like, comment, and subscribe, and let's go.